Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Our guest tonight can be seen each Friday on the hit reality show, Married to Medicine. Please help me welcome the very funny Dr. Heavenly. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Stephen, how's it going?
Going great. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Can't complain. Working hard.
Yes, I know you're a busy woman, so I definitely appreciate you taking time out your schedule to join us tonight.
Oh, no problem. My pleasure.
Well, let's go back to the beginning. How did you get involved with the show Married to Medicine?
You know, everybody asks me that question. You know, Mariah actually pitched the show maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I knew Mariah because actually I met Mariah through Toya. Toya and my husband worked in the ER together. And she brought up that she was doing a reality show. And, you know, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Everybody doing a reality show. And
right.
And then, honestly, when it got picked up, I said I didn't want to do it because I didn't watch reality TV, and all I knew was a negative connotation with it, you know, and I didn't know how it would affect my practice. But after this first season, I saw that it was successful, over 2 million viewers. You know, shoot, I'm a businesswoman. I understood the numbers, you know.
Right.
So when they came back and asked me again, I spoke to Jackie. She said it was good for her practice, and I went all in.
Wow.
That's how I came involved. Yep.
And so how has it been? I mean, I know we only get a glimpse of your life each week, but, you know, to viewers, it seems like we know everything that's going on in your life, in your marriage, and in your friendships. How has it been for you personally, you know, being part of the cast and
well, you know, it's actually been inspiring because I didn't realize how much of an effect we have on the young girls, because so many people tweet me and they say, Heavenly, you're so down to earth. You know, I never thought I could be a doctor, but now seeing you ladies, you know, and what you're doing and the family and the balance, I know now that's what I want to do. I want to be a dentist, or I want to be a physician or an attorney. So we're inspiring women, and I guess what it is a lot of people don't see the family values that are in a black American family on TV. It's nowhere. I mean, yeah, we have the drama. Yeah, they show the negativity, whatever. We got to have that for the people to watch. But also we're inspiring people by showing them that we can be educated. Our husbands are educated. We're actually married, have children. That family value has to be there, and I think a lot of shows don't show that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And one thing I really like about seeing your family each week is that you can tell the love for you and your husband and then your children. Your daughter.
You know, that's amazing that you're saying that, because my husband never really says anything, but you can feel his spirit.
You can feel it, though.
He's there for me.
Yeah. You can see it's a legitimate connection, and, you know, because you see some of them, and not to talk negative about anyone, but, you know, the perception is with Lisa Nicole and her husband, Darren, you know, that a lot of people, they have negative thoughts about that marriage, but then you see a marriage like yours, and it just feels authentic. You know what I mean? Tell us about, because a lot of people say that you are very submissive to your husband, and I know you've talked about it on the show. That's why I'm asking. What are your thoughts on people's feedback when it comes to that?
You know, when I first said submission, they act like it's a bad word, but actually it's not. What I find is, you know, I'm a certified relationship coach now, and I've been talking to a lot of people, and they think that submission is a negative word, but not, because, I mean, you allow your husband to lead, but actually you're leading by pulling him along. You have to uplift and inspire your husband. And I think the problem lies, Stephen, is a lot of women don't have a man that they should follow, a God-fearing man. And that's where the problem comes in, because they say, Heavenly, I'm not going to follow a fool. See, in my situation, I've been with my husband 24 years, been married 20 years. He's the best man I know. But when I look out at other people, I'm like, wait a minute. You can't submit or follow somebody who's in a parked car that ain't going nowhere. So then you have to come back and think about what you're saying. Yeah, you should submit to the man, but he has to be a God-fearing man. But he has to have that discernment to know that women are a lot smarter. We have a brain. And if you're that man, you'll know that we're connected by the hip and we're equal, but he's still the leader.
Yeah, I see that. I definitely see that. Do you ever go back and watch the show and think to yourself, I wish I wouldn't have said it on camera. I wish I wouldn't have said
absolutely. Absolutely. The stuff that I said about Lisa Nicole's husband, I got mad. I ain't going to lie. You know what, Stephen? I be hungry. I'm trying to lose weight, and I ain't, you know, and you know, the ladies, it's a situation that you are never in, Stephen. You got these cameras on you.
Yeah.
You're hungry, and then you're put in situations you would never be in. Nobody would ever say the things, or if you have fallen out with somebody, you wouldn't go have lunch with them that next day. That just would never happen in the real life, you know?
Yeah.
But these are real feelings, and I felt like, you know, honestly, Stephen, I'm going to tell you the truth. I didn't know all the stuff Lisa Nicole was going through in her marriage. We didn't see that till after the show came on. So when we joked about her husband being in a strip club, I thought it was funny. Because, you know, a strip club, my husband doesn't go, but he's been before. I always thought it was funny that she was so upset about it, you know?
Yeah.
But then when we saw the show, I was like, dang, I feel sorry for her. I didn't know. And, you know, hurt people. Now I get why she lashed out and lied and said I was an alcoholic. Now I get why she lashed out and called Toya's husband saying he didn't have a backbone. I mean, we got back with her, but the interesting thing is we didn't know what she was going through. We didn't know how hurt she was, what she was going through.
True.
I would have never thought a beautiful woman like her would take that. But that's just
yeah. And then even the fact that, you know, the whole trip that you all took and just got back from, you know, the fact that her husband, it was just interesting that, you know, it took him so long to get there. Then he got there, he had this brace, his arm brace. It was just kind of like, huh? You know what I mean?
Right. It's a mess. Keep watching. It gets worse, actually, Stephen. It actually gets worse. So keep watching. And we just filmed the reunion, and, oh, boy, that was a mess as well, full of drama. It was just too much. It was a lot. We're going to pray about it, and I'm going to forget about it. And I'm going to ask God to just please forgive me for the things that I said right now.
So when you're preparing for the reunion, obviously, you've all seen the show, and you've seen a lot of the jabs that they take, you know, in between takes and then the interviews. What is your mindset when you're saying, okay, I'm going to this reunion, I'm going to address all this stuff, and you don't know what questions Andy's going to ask you? What's your mindset going into that?
Well, my mindset was when I went into the reunion, I was going to be open and honest, you know?
Okay.
And then you know what, Stephen, I'm going to be real with you. I'm always honest. The only time I was dishonest was when I was trying to be nice and save somebody's feelings, but I ain't doing that no more. I'm going to just be nice. If Andy asked me a question, I'm going to be open and honest. I just felt like, you know, I was portrayed as being mean because y'all only get a small snippet. Yeah. And my whole storyline was becoming a better person. So I get it. They had to bring me all the way to the left to bring me back to the right. But I was just like, dang, y'all making me look like I'm just going in on this girl, and I didn't know her problems. So, you know, praise the Lord. Right. But going into the reunion, I was just like, I'm just going to tell the truth. I mean, a lot of those women don't tell the truth, i.e. two of them, Mariah and Lisa Nicole. They lie over and over again, and it frustrates me. It really makes me angry. But I was just going in and saying, hey, I'm going to tell the truth. That's it.
Well, I definitely can't wait to watch you. I mean, your one-liners, they are classic. They are classic.
Well, we're going to pray about that. I don't even know where I get them from, Stephen. Stephen, when I say that stuff, it just be right out of my mouth, and I need to pray before I speak. I really do, because when they come at me, it just flows out. It just does.
Right. Well, I know a lot of people were, or a lot of the cast, when they found out you were officiating Simone renewal, they were a little nervous. But you actually... they were nervous. You saw the face. They're like, oh, no.
Absolutely.
But you did an amazing job doing that. What was your mindset like? How did you know what to say to each couple?
Well, you know, I observed, and, you know, actually my husband helped me out a lot with that officiate. I wish y'all could have saw the whole thing because I said a lot of powerful things about each couple. But, they were nervous. I mean, Lisa said they were holding their breath because they just knew I was going to shade them, you know. And, you know, but, I mean, I am growing. Don't get me wrong. I ain't nowhere where I need to be. I got a lot of struggles, but I'm trying, Stephen. That's all I can tell you. And praise God for Jesus because we blessed by the grace of God. Nothing that we do, you know, makes us worthy because without him I would not be worthy.
Absolutely. And you can see the growth. I mean, you look beautiful. You know, we're actually Facebook friends, believe it or not. But, and so I see when you post your pictures and of your children and you and your family, and I mean, you can see the growth that you're doing for yourself. What does it take? What has it been maybe the most challenging part of you taking a look at yourself and saying, these are the areas I want to change and this is what I'm going to do?
You know what, Stephen, being on TV, I'm going to tell you, before I was on TV, I lost 70 pounds, 75 pounds some days, depending on what day it is. You know, I was a homebody. All I wore was scrubs to work. I never got professional makeup. I never had the extensions, the weave, or whatever. So it was a transition state for me because a lot of these women were already doing it, you know. As wives of doctors, they thought they had the shoes. I'm a doctor, you know what I mean? So I was going to work, looking my neck. Not that I wasn't beautiful, but I just didn't know fashion. I had to get up with that. I had to get help with makeup. I didn't know initially that they were getting professional makeup artists. I didn't know that. Even blind, I didn't know. I don't watch reality TV. I had no clue. How could I know? I'm hungry all the time. You know, I eat right and exercise. Jackie is giving me some tips. You know, she buy me Smart Water and give me almonds, but I'm hungry, you know. It's too much, Stephen. The hair, the makeup, I can get 1 out of 3 right. I just can't do all of it. It's too much. Praise to Jesus. But I tell you, anybody could look good if you put in the time. Like, Toya them ain't got nothing but all day to get ready. I mean, they trying on outfits, different outfits for each thing, and I'm like, man, I just got home from work. I got 3 kids. I got 4 dogs and a husband that I submit to. I got more going on than all them chicks.
Right.
So it's difficult. I ain't complaining. I think it's a blessing, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, because, you know, Toya and Eugene actually go to my gym. I see them there from time to time. And so is it the rest of
They go to your church, you say?
My gym.
Oh, your gym. Oh, downtown. Yeah, over there in Buckhead. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
I've been there a couple of times with Toya.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. So other than being we know you're on Married to Medicine, but you're also a relationship expert. Tell us how you got into that and why you want to pursue that as well.
Well, Stephen, thank you for asking that. You know, everybody asks me that. What makes me a relationship expert? How did I get into that? And it's simple. First, I'd like to say I've been married nearly 20 years. It'll be 20 years in August. And I've been with my husband 24 years, and I know anybody that read that book, Outliers, it says clearly 10,000 hours of experience make you an expert. I think I've exceeded that. But the way I came into it, I was doing a radio show, Stephen, and you know I ran multiple dental practices, multi-million-dollar businesses, and I wanted to do a radio show on business and inspiration. And when I started my show, when I got calls in from ladies, all people they didn't want business from me. All they want to know was, how did you marry a doctor? Where did you go to get your man? How do I get a man? Wow. What do I do to balance my life? That's all the questions I got. So, you know, I took it as inspiration that, you know, that's what the people want, so that's what I'm going to give them. So I started giving relationship advice. So I took it a step further and got certified as a certified relationship coach so I could have, you know, I'm always about credentials, you know, so I know what I'm talking about. But mostly it's common sense, but that's how I got into it. I was doing dentistry. I tried to do a radio show to promote, you know, business, but the people steered me in a different direction, you know. That wasn't my calling.
Yeah, that's interesting how that works out, huh?
What God has for you, you know, He had your steps are ordered. By the time you were in your mother's belly, He had a plan for your life. And I'm telling you, no matter what you do, you know, that plan is going to come to pass, especially if you believe and read. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you also published The Business of Love. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, actually, that's my 3rd book. I'm a best-selling co-author of a book called Wake Up, Live the Life You Love. It's kind of like a chicken soup book that I was proud to participate in with Tony Robbins and a lot of other notable authors. My 2nd book was called Dr. Heavenly's Business Prescriptions because, like I told you before, I wanted to do business. I was promoting my PR under business. And, you know, it was about life balance as well. You can have it all. But my 3rd book, the one you're speaking of, The Business of Love, I was comparing love to business and how you can find love and how you become the right woman to find the right man to marry you. And before you make that ultimate merger, I gave you some business/love tips, meaning you got to be in the right location. Make yourself a business/love plan. Make yourself a vision board for everything you want in that man, you know, and learn the finances, all that stuff, because the finances are the number one reason for divorce, you know, money.
That's true.
I know y'all say money is the root of all evil, but it is marriages. I know that. So basically, it's a book about 5 women there in different areas of their life. Shows, you know, the way to live life for love, but I compare it to business.
And they can purchase all these books on drheavenly.com. Is that correct?
Absolutely. My books are on Amazon, Kindle, everywhere. You know, I did Book Baby, so it's everywhere. But, yeah, on my website, you got a direct link to from drheavenly.com. Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now, Peak is a dating app for singles.
Right.
And I guess this all kind of ties into relationship coaching and the information that you're putting out there. Tell us about Peak and, what was the motivation behind that?
Well, Peak needs to be updated. I got a lady working on my app development, and she actually went on out of the country. But, yeah, Peak was developed because so many women asked me, how can I find a man? Where's the men at? And even the men were asking me how you find a man. And I was just like, hey, you know what can I do to help? And I said, well, you know what? Let me get all these people and connect them together through Peak. And it won't be based on superficial criteria, just look. So we came up with the idea that you could talk to the person first before you see them. And then once you see them, you could decide if you want to have a date. But a lot of times if you meet a person and you don't – but people are lying on the pictures anyway. They're showing pictures when they were undergrad. So I was thinking, like, hey, have a conversation because all the the criteria there, you may be missing out on something good by looking at a bad picture or, you're looking at the wrong picture anyway. So let's talk to them first, see if they can pique your attention, and then move forward with that.
That's awesome. Do you think that being on Married to Medicine has, or were you already like this, has piqued your interest in, exploring different business ventures, or was that something that you already were doing?
Oh, no, I was always an entrepreneur at heart. Before I got on Married to Medicine, I owned several multi-million-dollar dental practices, a real estate company, Kimes Management, all the stuff. I had my real estate license, Series 65, certification, insurance license, and I got those licenses just so I know, a little bit about a lot of different things. But now I already had the entrepreneurial spirit,
Okay. That's awesome.
And I look up to a lot of chicks a lot of young ladies that are doing entrepreneurial stuff that are on reality TV because it's inspiring for me to see Candy with all her products, Cynthia, everybody that's doing big things.
Yeah, that's true. Who are your real friends in the cast that you're, like, outside of filming that you'll hang out with?
How come everybody asks me the same question? Every time I get on. Listen, I love all the ladies except one of them's confused and on the show. And then, you know what? I don't get along with Mariah. I just don't like her, lies and stuff like that. I ain't going to say I dislike the woman. But the rest of the ladies I love. But as for hanging out, I love Jackie and Simone.
Yeah,
they women. They intelligent. I'm not saying the other women are not, girl. Everybody think I'm shading people when I speak the truth. I'm not trying to shade. Please help me, Stephen. But Jackie and Simone, they're mature. They got it.
I like them.
If I had to have a conversation, it would be with them. Quad is a party girl. Like, if I want to go out and I don't go out, it would be with Quad. She had a lot of fun,
Well, who have you learned the most about after doing this, this whole process experience of, filming several seasons? Who have you been, you learned the most about and surprised about what you've learned about them?
I would have to answer that honestly. Jackie, Dr. Jackie, because when I first came on the scene, me and Jackie did not get along. I thought she was snooty. I thought she had her head stuck up. She called people fat. Fitness is a thing, but I was just, I had just lost 70 pounds, so I ain't like to take too lightly of her calling people fat. And then she took offense when I said submit to my husband because she thought that was a jab because, they don't, they the doctors. They make the money. Is that wrong to say? I don't know, but I learned the most about Jackie because we've established a real friendship. We actually go to church. She's helping me, do better, be better. And, I have to say I was wrong about her, and I would really – it's a lot of people in my life that I would like to be like, and Jackie's one of them. I've learned a lot from her. Yeah.
That's awesome. What was it like, and you don't have to speak for her, but just for you being her friend, seeing, her marriage have the issues it had that was so publicly played out on the show?
Well, it's interesting, and, I don't want to say the wrong things, but Jackie's always conscious of her brand, of her image,
Yeah, you can tell.
And I honestly think it hurt Jackie that her husband didn't show up in Hawaii because everybody had their marriage problems, but when he didn't show up for the event, it made everybody know there was a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she couldn't hide her pain. She couldn't,
Yeah, it was hard.
So I think it opened up a lot of doors to Pandora's box that she may have been more easily been able to get through, but once it's open and everybody knows it, her family knows it, everybody, now it's something she got to deal with in the public, which is, not who Jackie is. She don't want it, her image is everything to her, and rightfully so. That's just smart,
Yeah, That's true. Well, listen, I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you. You're everything I thought you would be and more. And I look forward to seeing the reunion show. And I love it. I love it about you. What do you people, final thought, what do you want people to know about Dr. M?
I just want them to know that I'm not mean. I don't know. They making me look mean on the show, but I ain't know nothing about Lisa Nicole life. I'm all about fun, having fun. Yeah, we throw jabs. Everybody throw jabs at each other.
They all do. Uh-huh.
But, that's a part of the TV show, and I think that if we don't have the drama, nobody will watch it.
They won't watch, right.
Positive people in the community. I've been doing positive stuff forever. It seems like to me, and I know it's wrong to say, but it's true, when you do positive stuff, you get no recognition. But if you call a girl a B or H, then everybody know about it. I wouldn't have known about Mariah Carey. I didn't even know she was performing. But when she did what she did, the world knew. So, that's not. But I just want people to know that I'm a God-fearing woman. I love the Lord. I'm a good friend to a very few people. I don't have a whole lot of friends, but the ones I am friends with, I'm loyal. And I love my family. I love my husband. And what you see on TV with my husband, that's what it is. I love him, and my family, my daughter. And I have 2 sons. A lot of people don't know I have 2 sons. They don't want to film, but I got 2 boys that I love dearly.
So with your daughter, real quick, your daughter, she's turned into a mini you. She's outspoken. She's funny. She looks a lot like you.
Yeah, that's my mini me.
Watching her grow up on camera.
I think it's funny. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's a great experience for myself and her. And she's learning, that, you can't take people's opinion. You got to be confident in yourself. And I'm just teaching her to be the best person she can be. I love her with all my heart. She's looking at me right now. She in my face right now, looking at me, making sure I don't say the wrong thing because she'll call me out on it. But, it makes me more conscious of the things I do and I say, because of her, because she's just feeding on all of it.
She's a sponge. She's a sponge.
Yes, absolutely, she is.
Well, listen, thank you so much for your time. I wish you continued success in your practice and everything else you have going on. And just really
I appreciate that, Stephen. And make sure you follow me. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at dr_heavenly. Make sure you follow me, and I definitely retweet and follow back. And all my stuff is listed on drheavenly.com, my upcoming radio shows with me and Dr. Jackie. I'll be on Watch What Happens Live tonight, and tune in to Bravo TV's Married to Medicine every Friday night at 8 p.m.
Every Friday night, yes.
Friday night, yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, listen, we'll be right back after this.